In case y'all don't know who this is, y'all must be living under a rock or under or beneath a certain age. But this is Jason Weaver. He has been around in the industry for quite some time now. Everyone, of course, knows him for playing Little Michael Jackson in the Jackson's American Dream miniseries, that long miniseries that took about a week to get through when it initially came out. He was on the short-lived show Thea that also starred Brandy, before she went and did Moesha. He would, of course, play Marcus on Smart Guy, which was probably one of his longest running series shows. He's done film like Drumline and other movies. He's even had a little short-lived singing career, and I wish he could make more songs because the guy can actually sing his butt off. But there's one thing that many people may not know him for, but then again, many in the black community do know him for this, and that is him doing the singing parts for Simba in the original 1994 animated classic, The Lion King. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is because of The Lion King. What I'm about to talk about shows that Jason Weaver, his mother in particular, is a very smart businesswoman, and it's paying off for him to this day. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article coming from genius.com. It said, actor and singer Jason Weaver provided the singing voice for young Simba in the original version of The Lion King. In a recent interview, he claimed to have turned down an initial $2 million offer from Disney in favor of $100,000 up front and a share of royalties. Already $1 million, said Weaver. You gotta remember, they're coming off Beauty and the Beast. They're coming off of Aladdin, and Disney had bread. Weaver's mother, however, was unswayed by the large check. After the initial shock wore off, she found out that he wouldn't get any more money from Disney and then decided to negotiate royalties. Disney had a reputation for re-releasing stuff. I think at that time they had put out Sleeping Beauty and some of their old catalog from when Walt Disney was still alive. They were releasing that stuff when they were releasing the new Disney stuff. So she was able to see the playing field and go, wait a minute, this is going to make a lot of money over time. So what happens when my son turns 40? Is he going to be able to get a check for this when they eventually re-release this? 1994's Lion King has made more than $400 million in the US and nearly $1 billion worldwide in the box office alone. Between its original theatrical run, 2002 IMAX re-release, and 2011 3D conversion. This year, there has been renewed interest in the movie thanks to the remake due to the voices of Donald Glover and Beyonce. Unsurprisingly, Weaver said that he made enough money off of royalties to make up for the difference between the $100,000 they took up front and the initial $2 million. So that basically means over the course of the years since 1994 up until to this day, he has made more money than he was paid back in 1994 and more money that he could have made in 1994 had he just took the large check. So Jason Weaver literally does not have to do anything for the rest of his life except live off of Hakuna Matata and I Can't Wait to Be King. His kids will be thanking him for doing the voice for just 2 songs in a movie that became deemed a classic. But I also have to give kudos to his mother for negotiating him to get the royalties. She was probably like at the time, son, you may not understand it now, but trust me, down the line, you will see it. I'm glad looking back at it now, and I'm sure he is too, that they did not take that $2 million. And Disney was probably shocked to learn that his mother was that business savvy. The original Lion King soundtrack, which features Weaver on I Just Can't Wait to Be King and Hakuna Matata, was also a big seller, but it's unclear what kind of publishing split Weaver's agent negotiated. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 and sold nearly 7 million copies by the end of 1995. Now that's interesting that those songs could actually go to #1 as a single from a soundtrack. It says, prior to The Lion King, Weaver played preteen Michael Jackson in the 1992 ABC miniseries The Jackson's American Dream. He would later land roles in Drumline and ATL. While performing under his singing name Jay Weave, he nearly topped the Billboard Hot 100 by singing the chorus of Chingy's hit One Call Away, which peaked at number 2 on the chart in March 2004. This makes me feel so old because I remember when that song came out when I was in high school. 2004, I was 15. And I remember when that song came out and they played that song to no end. That was a good song though. And that's pretty much the end of the article. I have to give kudos to not only Jason Weaver, but his mother. His mother definitely came through in the clutch for her son. That is what parents are supposed to be doing for their kids, looking and to secure their future. She helped this boy secure the bag. So he's good for the rest of his life. His children are going to live off of those two songs because they are never going to stop talking about The Lion King. The Lion King has been held up as a classic and will forever be. And as long as that movie continues to get played, if they play it on TV, every time that movie plays, he gets paid. He's literally in a lifetime royalty contract with Disney and has been since 2004. That's probably why we really don't hear from Jason Weaver like that. So his finances are pretty much set. It's said that he has made more money from the royalties than he got as far as the $100,000 in 1994 and the $2 million he could have got had they decided to take that one big check. But I'm glad they decided not to take it because if they did, like the article stated, he would have only made $2 million, which would have been probably gone by now. So if we don't see Jason Weaver anymore in anything, we just know he's in good hands like Allstate because his mother negotiated to get royalties for him from Disney. So basically he's milking the Disney cow right now off of 2 songs and he's set for life just off of that. But y'all let me know what you think about this down in the comments and I'll talk to you in the next one.